Hi everybody, Stacey here. Happy Saturday. I hope you all are doing very, very well today. Welcome to another fun reading sprint here on our channel. We're so glad you're here. Steph will be joining me in a moment, but I'm starting out. If you're new here, welcome to our channel and hello. My name is Stacey. I run this channel with my twin sister Steph. We're twins and we're both online business owners. So we have multiple passions that include reading. Reading is our biggest passion. So on this channel, we make tons of lifestyle content, vlogs, books and reading content, planning, fashion, travel, you name it. So if any of that interests you, we would love for you to hit the subscribe button below to stick around and support us and join our community here. We're trying to grow on YouTube this year since we love YouTube. We've been watching it for years. And I had made this a planner channel, and now we've transitioned it into a lifestyle channel together. So I really hope you'll consider subscribing and sticking around. We do these reading sprints pretty much every Saturday. And every Wednesday morning, I also host co-working sprints here on this channel in the morning for during the week. If you want to come on and get your work done and be productive with us, since I'm an online business owner and so is Steph, we like to do co-working during the week with you guys live to get our work done together. And Saturdays are no work. We don't work on the weekends. Saturdays are for reading sprints. So we like to read a lot on Saturdays for a couple hours to get our reading done. Steph's joining. And it's a super gloomy, rainy Saturday here. So our theme for today's sprint is Rainy Day Reads. Since we like to do themes for these sprints. But yeah, like every Saturday, we like to get a lot of reading done. It's our favorite thing to do. We're huge readers. So we're so excited to be sprinting again with you today. When you come on, let us know in the chat what book you're currently reading and what you think of it so far. What book you're going to be reading with us today. We would love to hear from you. And I'll be looking at my phone here occasionally just to look at comments because of our setup kind of far away from the screen, so don't mind that. But Steph is here now. So we're twin sisters.
Hi, everyone.
We're twin sisters, like I mentioned. We share this channel. So definitely stick around and subscribe if you're not already. Give this sprint a thumbs up as well if you enjoy it so we know to make more of these. But we do these pretty much every Saturday unless we have something else going on. We actually weren't going to do a sprint today. So I apologize if you're confused about that because I did mention somewhere on our channel that we might not be doing a sprint today. But the other commitment that we had for today canceled. So we're able to come on and read today after all. We're super happy about it. So we're so glad you're here today. Thanks for joining. Even if you're watching the replay, feel free to comment in the chat. Let us know how you're doing, what book you're currently reading. You have your book with you, right?
Yes.
We're going to share what books we're currently reading for today's sprint. Do you want to go first, Steph?
Sure. I'm currently reading The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood.
Yes.
This is a really popular book. I've seen it like everywhere on booktube, book talk, and like Bookstagram. And I already started it. Like I've been reading this for about a week. I'm like 70 pages in and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really cute.
Awesome. I know that one has been talked about all over the place. I'm sure on Book Talk and everything. And I've heard really good things about it. So I'm glad you're really liking it as well. I'll definitely be reading this after her at some point. So I'm glad you're liking it so far. So that's what Steph's reading.
Oh.
And for all these sprints, all the books we're reading, I always list them in the description box below for Amazon. If you want to purchase them, feel free to look in the description box for the links if you're interested in the books that we're reading. But let us know in the chat what you're currently reading. I'm currently reading this fun romance book. It's called Not the Girl You Marry by Andy J. Christopher. And this is a fun romance book. Steph actually bought it a while ago. I'm sorry, I'm echoing. Hold on a second. I have to turn the sound off. Steph actually bought this book when she used to work at Barnes & Noble a couple of years ago, and she hadn't read it. She was actually going to just kind of like get rid of it.
Yeah, I just like lost interest in it.
Yeah, she was going to unhaul it, but I feel like this has been happening with a lot of her books. Every time she's been about to unhaul a book, I take a look at it, and then I end up wanting to read it myself, and then I end up reading it and liking it. So this has happened a couple times recently. with her unhaul pile where I end up keeping it and liking it and reading it. So this is another one of those books from her unhaul pile. Like I said, she just lost interest in it. But it's really fun if you're not familiar. Like I said, the link's in the description if you want to look it up on Amazon. But it's basically the same plot as the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. If you've seen that rom-com, we absolutely love it. It's the funniest movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely give it a watch. Let us know in the chat if you've seen it, or if you've read this book, or The Love Hypothesis. But yeah, so it's pretty much How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but it's like the two people, the genders are swapped. So it's kind of like Hannah, the main character, she has to prove that she can be in a relationship with a guy for 2 weeks. And then his character, Jack, he's the one who has to drive her away, and kind of like how to lose a girl. He's writing an article for his job, so he has to like write about how to lose a girl. So it's a really interesting, different, fun plot. It's not for everyone. I know like Steph said like she didn't really want to read it anymore, just because like, you know, when you think about it, like the characters are using each other to kind of get ahead in their careers. So if you can get past that and read it, I recommend it. I'm enjoying it so far. I like the characters. This book has very mixed reviews on Goodreads, and not the highest of ratings. So I can understand that. Like I said, you have to be okay with the characters using each other for work. But if you can get past that, like I did, it's actually a really good book so far. And like I said, it's very similar to the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days with Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. If you haven't seen it, it's old. Check it out. But if you like that movie, you'll probably like this, because I love the movie. And yeah, I'm liking it so far. I actually like the main characters. A lot of people on Goodreads didn't like them for some reason. I actually like them. Like, I don't think they're my favorite romance book characters of all time, but I actually am really enjoying reading Hannah and Jack's stories so far. And, you know, being a business owner myself, I can understand, like, sometimes going to extremes to succeed and get to the next level. But obviously I would never use someone. But it's just a different plot. Like I said, if you don't like these kind of stories about people using people for their careers, then definitely don't pick it up. But if you can get past it and just kind of take it lightly like I did, that it's just a super lighthearted, cute rom-com, definitely give it a read. Obviously it's a romance, so they're most likely going to end up together in the end. I'm sure they are. So that's kind of like the reason why I'm reading it. I just know that it's going to turn out well. But it is kind of cringy, because I know what's going to happen because of the plot. Like, just like the movie, like they're going to start turning against each other, and he's going to start trying to drive Hannah away, and she has to like stay with him. So it's going to get a little awkward and weird because I know that that's going to happen, and he's going to kind of become a jerk because he has to, but I'm prepared for it. So I'm enjoying it so far. I would recommend it if you're a fan of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, the movie. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be like an all-time favorite romance read, but it's good enough to the point where I started it a few days ago and I like it enough to keep going. So I am on page 138. I think I've read this about in 2 nights so far. So I'm about 140 pages in. But yeah, I'm liking it enough so far to keep reading. We'll see what I think. I would love to get this done today, because it's always my goal to finish a book a weekend, since weekends are when I have the most time to read. I try to read after work at night, but I love trying to get books done on the weekend. But comment below in the chat if you've read this book, if you want to read it, if you've heard of it, if you like the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and also comment what you're currently reading, or if you've read The Love Hypothesis, which Steph's reading, because that one's a very popular read. But that is what we're reading in a nutshell. So we're both sticking with the romance. We're both primarily romance readers. We'll read like fantasy and different genres, cozy mysteries. Yeah. On this channel, we do a lot of book content with different genres, but romance is our favorite. We're huge romance readers. We love Hallmark movies, all that. We love rom-coms. We love lighthearted, just adorable, cute romances. So these books are right up our alley. But let us know when you come on what book you're currently reading today. Do you have anything else you want to add, or should we start a sprint?
Yeah, we can start one.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to check the comments really quick. I don't think there's any. Nope, so I'm just going to put an update. Let's start our first sprint of the day. So it is 1:10. Do you want to do till 2 o'clock? Like a long sprint?
Yeah.
Let's do a 50-minute. So
I'd like to get to 100 pages of the book, so I have like,
yes.
like 25 pages left.
So we're going to sprint for 50 minutes until 2 o'clock p.m. I'm just putting in the chat Eastern. So we'll get started. I'm just going to set it up on our end. But let's get started with our first sprint. So we're going to sprint for 50 minutes until 2 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll get started now. I'm going to put a cozy ambiance on since it's a rainy, gloomy day here. I think it's appropriate. Here we go. All right, happy reading, everybody. Let's get started with our reading for today. Okay, time's up, everybody. It is 2 o'clock Eastern time. We just finished our first sprint. How did you do? How much reading did you get done? Let us know in the chat. And welcome if you're just joining. Thanks for being here. We're so happy to have you on this lovely Saturday. I'm looking at the comments here on my phone. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining. Let's see. I need to go back and read your comments. Someone said, "Hi, I found this in my recommended. I've never heard of a reading stream before. I'll grab a book and join, and happy reading, Virgil." Oh, thank you so much and welcome. We're so glad you're here. I'm so glad you found our sprint here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. We're very, very glad you're here. Yeah, reading sprints are a big thing here on YouTube in the book community, and we've been following them from other creators for a few years and just decided to start doing our own pretty recently. So we do them every Saturday here, and we'd love to have you join us, but we're so glad you're here, and we love reading sprints. They're so much fun. We love hanging out with you guys and chatting and sharing our love for books. So we're really glad you found us and are here. Thanks so much for joining. When you figure out what book you're going to read, put it down in the chat box. We would love to know and hear what you're reading. So thanks so much for joining us. Everybody else, let us know how much reading you got done. We would love to know. So for those of you just coming on, I'm reading Not the Girl You Marry. And this is a rom-com based off of the plot from the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. So super, super interesting. I got a lot of reading done. You could see from the sprint. So before the sprint started, I was on page 138. Now I'm on page 196. So I read about 60 pages during the sprint, and I'm loving this book. It's really funny. Like, a lot of the dialogue was hilarious, and I was like telling Steph about it while we were reading. There were some really, really funny parts. I love the dialogue with the guy Jack's family. So he takes Hannah, the girl, over to meet his family and just to have a fun night, like with pizza and beer, and they play Cards Against Humanity. And it's really funny. And Jack and his brother just start like wrestling with each other. It's super funny and super random. So this book has me laughing out loud a lot. It's super funny. So I highly recommend it. If you haven't heard of this, the link's in the description box if you want to check it out on Amazon and purchase it. But yeah, it's a super funny book. I'm really enjoying it so far. Do you want to give a reading update, Steph?
I read, how much did I read? Maybe like 15 pages of The Love Hypothesis.
Nice.
I'm still really enjoying it. I actually stopped in the middle of a chapter. So for the next sprint, I'll definitely probably finish up this chapter. My goal is to get to 100 pages at least. So I'm on page 89 right now.
Awesome. And I'm just adding to the chat here. Comment down below and let us know what book you're reading today. We would love to know. But yeah, so we're both in a good place right now. We're both really loving our books so far. So like I mentioned before, my goal is to finish this today. And I think I could do it. It's not too long. It is, how many pages? I always forget. And I've looked multiple times. It's 313 pages. So I'm almost at 200. So I have about 116 pages. I think I can do it for sure. I'm a pretty quick reader. I can usually read a book from start to finish in a few hours. Just depending on like how long I read in one time. But yeah, I think this book's pretty funny. So I feel bad for the guy Jack because he really does like Hannah and she really likes him too. So it's like killing them that they have to kind of like he has to drive her away, and he's starting to do a lot of like show a lot of bad behaviors and red flags, which he has to do to drive her away. And she's like disappointed because she really likes him, and all of a sudden he's like has a total different personality and he's a jerk. So it's really sad to read because you know as the reader that what they're doing is just fake to, you know, further their careers, and they have to use each other. It's sad to know because you know what the characters don't know. They don't know that each other is using the other person and everything like that. So it's kind of sad, but it's also super hilarious. It's really funny seeing what the author came up with to get the guy to like drive away the girl. Um, but yeah, it's sad because it's not who he is. Jack's a really, really, really good guy, and she actually likes him a lot. So it's at the point where he's doing all these bad things to try to drive her away because he has to write an article about how to lose a girl, and she has to stay with him to prove to her boss, she's an event planner, that she can kind of like be in a good relationship and do weddings and stuff like that to further her career. So he's doing all these horrible things to her to try to drive her away, and she has to like pretty much stay with him no matter what and remind herself why she's in the situation, which is to further her career. So again, it's the same plot as How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days if you've seen that movie. It's really funny though. I highly recommend checking it out if you like that movie. It's a really good book. So someone joined in, and it looks like she hopped off, but I think she'll be back. So she said that she found us from the recommended page here on YouTube, which is awesome.
Can you put any like hashtags in for like the lives? Because that would probably like get more people to
I have
find
them in the
us.
description box.
Yeah, so they'll probably get people to find
I
us.
put like hashtag reading sprints and all that. So yeah, they're in the description box for the live. But yeah, I know a lot of people said they find these. I do too on the recommended page on YouTube, because when you're live, YouTube will recommend your live to other people. So it's so exciting that people are finding our channel through the sprints. I think it's fun. So I'll wait for her to come back on. I told her to share what book she's reading, so she'll probably hop back on and join us. But yeah, we're both in a good place right now. We just love reading on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. It's just like our happy place. We're in our home office / reading room / library room with all of our books in it. Sometime we'll do a sprint where you could see our books behind us, but today we're on our pink couch. We love this couch. We got it from Amazon. If you're interested to see what our home office room looks like, I did film for this channel a whole like home office library room makeover video. So definitely check that out on our channel. It was from a couple months back.
I filmed it on TikTok too, but that was like a little while ago.
Yeah, definitely check out the home makeover video on our channel. I uploaded it a few months back, so if you scroll through our videos, you'll find it. But that's if you want to see like what our whole room looks like. But we love this room. We use it because we both work from home. I'm a virtual assistant and a business coach, and Steph is a book editor, beta reader, proofreader for indie romance authors. So we both have our own businesses and we work from home. So we like having this room. We work all over the house, but we like having this room to work in, and we have all of our books in here. We love reading in here like we're doing today. It's like our home library, basically. So we're super happy and blessed to have this room. But we have our lovely pink couch we got from Amazon, and Steph's pink book cart back there. Is that one from Michael's or Amazon?
Michael's?
Michael's has them, but Amazon also has the book carts. So I have a mint green one in my bedroom, but Steph has that pink one. And if you want any links to anything, let us know. We could link them in the chat. But yeah, we love our home office room. We love reading in here and everything. It's like nice. We can get away from the noise of like our family and everything like that. Since it is a Saturday, everyone's home.
Yep.
So it's a nice way to escape from the noise. But yeah, we're super happy to be here today. Do you want to do another sprint? Do you want to take a break? How are you feeling? I'm okay to keep reading.
We can. Did you want to wait for her to get back on? Or?
No, I'm not going to wait because she can see like the comments when she comes back. I'll just keep the comments up. So it's 2:11. Want to do another 50-minute sprint till 3?
Sure.
I like doing the longer sprints personally.
Yeah, I like them too.
Okay, so we're going to do our second sprint for another 50 minutes. So almost an hour. So we're going to read until 3 p.m. Eastern. And I will put it in the chat and everything. So I'm just going to get everything ready here. But we're going to get started with our next sprint. Let's go. Happy reading, everybody. All right, time is up. We finished our second sprint. How did you all do? What reading did you guys get done? Let us know in the chat. I'm going to write it down. Let us know how much reading you got done. We would love to know. Give us an update. And welcome if you're just joining. Thanks for joining. We just did 2 reading sprints. Let us know what book you're reading today below and how far you've gotten. Do you want to give a reading update, Steph?
So I read about 28 pages. So I'm on page 103 now, which I'm happy with.
Awesome. And Steph's reading The Love Hypothesis. If you're just coming on. And I was reading Not the Girl You Marry, which is like a retelling of the How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days movie that we love. So you did good. And I'm so happy to share that I finished this book. I am so excited because that was my goal for today. I wanted to finish it, and I did in the second sprint. So I loved this book. It was actually really good. I was very skeptical to read this because, like I mentioned before, it doesn't have the best reviews on Goodreads and such. It has like a lower rating. But I don't usually listen to reviews because I'm not a picky reader at all. I usually like most books that I read, even if other people don't. So I'm glad I decided to give this a try anyways because I absolutely loved it. It was so cute. I love the characters Hannah and Jack, and I loved the love story. It's just your typical cute romance with a lot of twists and turns and some drama thrown in, but I highly recommend this book. Both the books we're reading are linked in the description box for you. Check them out there on Amazon if you want to purchase them. Give them a read for yourself. The links are below. I always link the books that we're reading for the sprints in case you want to check them out. But I'm very, very happy I finished this. It was definitely a 5-star read. I really enjoyed it. So now I have to pick out what I'm going to read next, but I'm so, so glad I finished it because I like to finish a book every weekend, like I said. So I'm very, very pleased with this one. I highly recommend trying it out. If you like adult romance, definitely check it out. I'm just going to look at the comments really quick. Let's see. Someone said, thanks for joining. Hello, read a few chapters. I'm reading Entranced by Sylvia Mercedes. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one. Do you know that book?
Nope.
It looks intriguing, so I'm definitely going to look it up. Thanks for sharing your reading update. How are you liking it so far? Let us know. I'll have to look up that book. Steph and I are always looking for reading recommendations. So if you have any favorite romance books, leave them in the chat.
Who's the author again?
Sylvia Mercedes. Steph's looking up the book right now. Let us know if you're enjoying it. Let us know in the chat. We want to hear.
I know this author.
The author's name sounds pretty familiar, actually.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, Steph's just looking it up.
It looks like a fantasy. Oh, this is on my Goodreads TBR.
Oh, it's on your TBR?
It's a fantasy romance.
There you go. It's on Steph's TBR, and she didn't even know.
Yes, it's a fae romance, it looks like.
Oh, it's fae? Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I think it's an indie romance, indie fantasy romance.
Indie? Oh, yes,
here's
so
the cover.
Cool.
Here's what the cover looks like.
You could show it in the camera. Ooh, I love that cover. Pretty cool. And it said, it's good. A lot of similarities to other fantasy romances, but it's fast-paced. Oh, that is so, so cool. I'm glad you're liking it so far.
That's good to know.
Yeah, since it's on your TBR.
I want to read this.
We'll definitely be checking it out. So we're glad to hear that you're enjoying it so far. Hopefully, as you read more into it, you like it even more. But it sounds really good, so we'll definitely be reading that. So thanks for sharing. If anyone else wants to share what book they're reading, definitely put it in the chat. We would love to hear from you. But I love hearing what books people are reading. We love doing reading sprints like this because it's like having an online book club. I think we should do that sometime in the future where we plan for one of these sprints where we all read the same book.
Yeah.
I think that would be really fun. And then we can really have a book club and a book chat, and we'll share our thoughts when we're all reading the same book. So let us know in a comment below if you're watching the replay, or in the chat if you'd be interested in doing that, reading the same book all together and having a chat. That would be really fun to do sometimes. If you love romance like us, that would be an easy thing to do. But yeah, that would be really, really fun. So let us know in the chat or the comments if you want us to do that. I think that would be fun. And I'm still looking at the comments here. But yeah, thank you for sharing, Dion. We appreciate you sharing what you're reading, and we appreciate you joining us. Thank you to everybody that's here today. We love doing reading sprints every Saturday here on our channel, and we're so happy to have you here. We're both super passionate about reading. Reading is our absolute favorite thing to do on the weekends and in our free time. So we do these every Saturday pretty much, unless we have something else going on, which we always notify you about under the community tab on our channel. Definitely check there every week for updates, and make sure you're subscribed if you're not already to our channel so you don't miss our future sprints, because if you're subscribed, YouTube will notify you every time we go live. So definitely make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next book videos on our channel. We upload videos every Friday, and we do lots of sprints on Saturdays. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything. And YouTube will put these videos in your subscription boxes when we're live and after we're done streaming if you want to watch the replays. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those. But we would love to have you join us for our future sprints as well. Oh, we've got another comment from Dion. He said, "That sounds exciting, but I'm a mood reader, so I'm very unreliable when it comes to book clubs."
Yeah, I'm a mood reader as well.
No worries. We understand. We're mood readers too, for sure. We're the same way. We don't usually participate in book clubs for that reason.
Or maybe we could do like a trope or a theme instead of like a specific book.
That's a good idea. Yeah, let us know if you like that idea. If we do, like, maybe just pick a genre. Yeah, pick a genre or a trope, and we read a book from whatever book we want from like the same genre or that has the same trope. Let us know if you would like to do that. I think that would be fun. So we don't have to necessarily be reading the same book, but it has like a similar theme to it. But we're definitely mood readers too, so we completely understand what you're saying, and we like to read with the seasons too. So we like to personally read kind of like a lot of romance, chick lit, historical fiction, and like the winter and spring and summer we love to read. Summer we like to read beach reads, of course, like beachy books. And then fall we like to do, or at least I like to do, like thrillers and fantasy, and Steph reads a lot more fantasy than I do. But that's kind of typically how we like to read with the seasons. But we do like to read with our moods as well, which is why we don't really make monthly TBRs.
Yeah.
That's why we don't have any monthly TBR videos on this channel. But if you want to see some, let us know in the chat and we'll make some. But that's typically why we don't have monthly TBRs, is because we're such mood readers. So if we make a list of books that we want to read for the month, they don't usually get done because our mood changes and what we want to read changes. So it's hard for us to set like a list of specific books to read, if that makes sense. So I'm glad to hear that you're also a mood reader. We completely understand where you're coming from. And Dion left another comment here. That sounds good, and I love to sub. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting us. We really, really appreciate it. And if you have a channel, if you make videos as well, we'll definitely check it out and support you back, because we firmly believe in supporting each other here on YouTube. It takes a long time to grow on this platform. So every time someone subscribes to us, we always check out their channel. And if you guys make content as well, we like to support you and subscribe back. So thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you. And we'll definitely check out your channel as well if you make content.
Also give us your like social media handles so we can follow you.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're if you post about books or anything fun on social media like us, you can definitely leave like your Instagram or your TikTok handles in the chat.
You can do Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah, whatever social platforms you use, and we would love to follow you and support you over there. If you want to follow us on our social platforms, we always have all of our links to both of our social media accounts down in the description box. There's a connect with us section for both me and Steph in the description box where you can see all of our social links so you can follow us. We would love to have you support us there, and we will support you back as well. And Dion said, I understand. I've never made a TBR that I've stuck to. Yeah, isn't that funny how some people can do that? Like, some people are great. Like, we watch other booktubers who make these, like, TBRs for each month with, like, 10 to 20 books, and they actually read them all, and they share them in their monthly wrap-ups. Like, I think that is crazy, and I admire people that can do that, but that's just, like, not the way we are. Sometimes if I have books in mind, I will read them that month, but it's just usually, it's not like if I pick 10 books, I read them all. It doesn't usually happen.
Yep.
But if you guys want to see monthly TBR videos or monthly wrap-up videos for the books that we read on our channel, let us know in the chat or in a comment below if you're watching the replay. We're always looking for new ideas for content, and we plan on filming a lot more book content since a lot of you like it as well. So definitely let us know if you want to see like monthly TBR videos of the books you want to read that month, or if you want to see monthly wrap-ups to see what books we read that month, because I'm happy to film it, because my reading goal this year is like 100 books on Goodreads, so I'm really trying to do that. So I've been reading about 10 books a month. So I haven't been filming wrap-up videos, but I definitely have a lot to share. So if you guys want to see monthly wrap-ups of the books that we read at the end of each month for that whole month, let us know. And we'll be happy to film those for you, since we plan on doing more book content soon that isn't just like reading sprints. Like, we want to do regular book videos too together, since we upload videos on this channel every Friday. So the way our channel works is every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, we host co-working sprints here on our channel, which is when we're working during the week. So if you want to come hang out, be productive, get your work done with us, feel free to come to those here on our channel every Wednesday. The details are under the live tab on our channel. And then Fridays, we always have a new video, just a regular video that goes out, lifestyle or book related or planning related. Then Saturdays like this, we do our sprints. So that's how our channel works for new subscribers. But yeah, we really appreciate you being here. And if you have any video requests, definitely leave them in the chat or leave them in a comment below. And Dion has another comment here. It says, unfortunately, I don't make content, but I love supporting all booktubers. Oh yeah, no worries. Thank you for letting us know. But yeah, we really, really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. I can't tell you how grateful we are for our subscribers. And we're really trying to grow our channel this year because we love YouTube so much. And we're super passionate about it. So we're actually doing a giveaway on our channel when we hit 1,000 subscribers. And we're more than halfway there. So if you know of anybody else who would benefit from watching our channel, who would like to join us for sprints, definitely share our channel with them and have them subscribe and have them support us, because we're going to do a really fun giveaway to give back to all of you when we hit 1,000 subscribers as a thank you. So thank you so much for subscribing, and feel free to share our channel with anyone you know who would enjoy it, especially the book content. But let us know in the chat if you have other favorite booktubers that you like to watch and support. We have so many, and Steph's been in the book community here on YouTube much longer than me. So she has so many more like book creators that she loves, but let us know who your favorites are. We love Reagan from the Peruse Project. We love Jessie from Jessie the Reader. Who are your favorites? Jacqueline.
Crystal's Bookish Life.
And then Gabby, what's her channel?
Gabby reads.
And I love
Jessica from Peaceful Books.
Oh, Liv's Library.
I could name hundreds of channels.
And I recently found Keisha's channel. It's called A Book Like You. Absolutely love her. She's the sweetest person. She's a smaller booktuber, and we also I also love Rachel from Happy Go Lovely Reads. She's great. So yeah, let us know if you have any favorite booktubers to watch. We would love to know. But yeah, we can talk about booktube and YouTube and books and reading all day, every day. So like it's just something that we love. We're super passionate about it, and we love YouTube because we love getting to do these lives and connect with you all on a lovely Saturday like this. But I finished my book and I'm very pleased. I have to figure out what I'm going to read next because I would love to start another book for the rest of this weekend. We don't have too much going on. We're both homebodies and introverts, so we like when our weekends are plan free and we just get to like hang out and read and chill. Let us know if you have any fun weekend plans. But we love chill weekends like this, where we get to just get a lot of reading done and relax and everything like that. But yeah, I have to pick out a new book to read. I have no idea what I'm gonna read next. I have on my book cart in my room a bunch of books that I just kind of want to read like in the spring, because a lot of them take place like in the spring. So I'm probably gonna pick a book from that shelf. And let's see. You shared your favorite booktubers. So Dion said Reagan, Gabby, Katie, Mina, Olivia, pretty much everyone else. Oh yeah, we love Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte. Yes. I don't know if that's the same person you're talking about, but we love her. So yeah, we figured
I used to watch Mina.
Mina, yeah, Mina she sounds familiar. We figured, Dion, that you would like a lot of the same people. But yeah, we just love this community. We're newer to the book community in terms of making content, but we've been supporting watching other people for many years.
That's not. I had a booktube. I had my old booktube channel since like 2014.
Oh, that's right.
So I've been doing booktube for a long time, but I took a couple years off of doing it, and then I recently came back like around this year, and I decided to just like move my channel over to Stacey's, so we could just like share the channel together instead of me just like continuing my own channel. I just wanted to share it with someone. I thought it'd be more fun.
That's right. Yes, I forgot to mention that. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, Steph had a book channel a long time ago, and then kind of fell off of it. So we've been on YouTube for a long time, and this channel that you're watching right now used to be only a planner channel, because this was my channel only, and I used to just do all planning content years ago when I was working a 9-to-5, and then I fell off of YouTube. I stopped posting. Same thing with Steph on her channel. We both kind of took a break for a couple of years and stopped posting on our channels. So the story with this channel is it was a planning channel, and then I decided to restart it and restart posting on this channel at the end of last year, so in like November. So I wanted to come back to YouTube, make more videos. So I wanted this to be more of like a lifestyle channel. So I totally rebranded it, changed the name, and then I was doing this channel on my own for a couple months again. And then starting at the beginning of this year, Steph wanted to come back and make videos. So we figured, why don't we just do this together? Why don't we, we're twin sisters who have the same interests, same hobbies. We live together. We're always together. So we're like, why not do this channel together as a fun passion project? So that is why our channel is now called Stacey and Steph. And we're loving every minute of this. We love doing this together. So that's a little bit about us. And we're trying to grow this channel this year. We just love YouTube. It's my favorite social media platform out of anything. For my business, I use Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, pretty much everything. But YouTube is definitely my favorite. It's the best community of them all. So that's a little bit about us and kind of like the history of this channel. But yeah, we're so happy you're here on this journey with us. It's going to be a great year. We're already having a good year, but there's going to be lots of fun content come to this channel. So stay tuned and join along with us. And we appreciate you being here so, so much. And Dion said, no plans for this weekend. I'm also a homebody, so I just game and read, but I have a few books I'd like to read this weekend. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. We love hearing that there are more people like us out there who are homebodies, just like to chill out on the weekends with no plans. We're both super laid back, easygoing people. So I love that. Steph's a pretty big gamer as well. I'm not so much a gamer, but Steph, I like to watch her game basically. What kind of games do you like to play? Do you have any in particular? Steph loves like Animal Crossing. What else do you play?
Right now, I love Disney Dreamlight Valley, which
Yes.
my people love too.
What's the Kingdom Hearts?
Just Dance.
Just Dance.
Just
Kingdom
Dance
Hearts
is my favorite video game series besides Animal Crossing. Yes, I am currently playing Kingdom Hearts, just not as much as I would like to.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're the gamer out of the two of us.
Also, let us know like what books you're planning on reading this weekend.
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, Dion, we know what book you're reading, but if you have any others you plan to read, feel free to share in the chat. I need to pick a new book because I finished mine. I'm probably going to read another romance, but I need to figure that out. I'll let you guys know probably in our next live next Wednesday or in our next video what I'm going to read next once I figure it out. But it's probably going to be another romance because I've been on a romance kick lately. It's just my favorite genre. And I have a bunch on my book cart that I'm hoping to read in the spring. So yeah, we'll see what book I pick next. Picking a book is honestly the hardest thing for me sometimes. I mostly play Overwatch and Fortnite, but I play Stardew Valley and other chill games also. A lot of solo player games.
Oh, I want to play Stardew Valley.
I've heard of it. That's awesome. I know Fortnite is super, super popular. But that's what the weekends are for. It's just like whatever you enjoy doing. You know what I mean? We love to watch movies, hang out, read. We love to watch other YouTubers' videos. We're just very chill. We like to watch Hallmark movies. All the things like that at home. So we're happy to see another homebody here. But yeah, we're so glad you joined us, Dion. Thank you so much for being here today. I think we're going to wrap up for today's sprint. So we got 2 really good reading sprints in today. And we'll definitely do some longer sprints moving forward. Some days will just be longer than others. But because I finished my book and I don't know what I'm going to read next, I think now is an appropriate time to stop today's sprint. Otherwise, I would keep going for longer. So thank you so much to everyone who joined today. If you're watching the replay, put #replay in the chat.
Oh, we got another comment.
So we know that you're watching the replay. We appreciate your support whether you're live or not. Oh, and Dion said, I'm also reading A Far Wilder Magic by Alison Saft and A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. Oh, so are you someone who likes to read multiple books at once? Because if so, props to you, because that is not easy to do. But it's kind of smart to do, honestly, sometimes. But yeah, let us know if are you reading multiple books at the same time. Because that would be really cool.
I'm also still a YA reader as well.
Yeah, we do read YA here and there. We read mostly adult now since we're 28. So, but we still enjoy like middle grade and YA from time to time.
I still read like YA contemporary, YA fantasy.
Yeah, I try not to, but I end up doing so. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't worry. Like whatever you like to read is fine. We're firm believers, and you can read books at any age group, any age level, anything that makes you happy. Like I know some people get hate for reading YA as an adult, and I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. Like reading is just for fun. You don't have to always read adult just because you're an adult. You know, whatever makes you happy. We read middle grade.
It's a nice break.
You know?
It's a nice break when you've read a lot of like adult books.
Yeah.
Especially like adult romance. For us, like if I want to read something that's just like, I don't know, like a lighter read or just like an easier age group, I like to switch to like YA or like middle grade.
Absolutely. Exactly. Like, so no hate. Like, you can read whatever you want. We do. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It's, you know, whatever you like to read, whatever makes you happy, that's all that matters. It does not matter what age you are. When we want a really quick read, we'll read a middle grade book or whatever, or a YA book, or if there's nothing wrong with it, you know, just because we're an adult. So read whatever brings you joy and makes you happy. We like to switch like reading levels sometimes.
We love graphic novels. I like manga. We read like a lot of different genres.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with it. Absolutely. I'm just putting something in the chat here. Oh, Dion said, yeah, I read manga in between. Manga's great for that too.
I love manga, so if you have any recommendations, let us know. The last series I was reading for manga was Kitchen Princess. I don't know if you've heard of it because it's an older one, but I read like the first two, and like I really like the series. But I'm not sure if I'm going to continue because of something that happens like in the middle of the series. And yeah, like let us know like what your favorite manga series are, and if you like anime as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Put your favorites in the chat. We're always looking for recommendations for like anime and mangas and everything like that because I haven't read many, but I want to get into them, and Steph has a lot of them. So
the ones I generally read are the shoujo mangas, which basically means YA contemporary. Well, it's not always contemporary, but it's kind of like YA romance.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what shoujo is. Like those are the kinds I like to read.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're mostly romance readers. So in terms of like graphic novels and such, we're not really into like, I don't know what you call them, like the action hero ones. We're more into like the contemporary romance ones. But everybody's different. That's just our taste. And that's just like what we think. But yeah, let us know what kind you like and if you have any recommendations, anything like that. Dion said, yeah, I've heard of that one. And most don't read them. Yeah. Love that. Yes.
I read a lot of. Oh, nice.
Shonen is that what you said? Yeah, I'm a big anime watcher. My Love Story is great. Ooh. Haven't heard of that. It sounds like it's up our alley. We'll definitely have to check it out.
My favorites. I actually haven't watched too much anime so far. You know, I've been watching anime for years, but the ones I've watched that were my favorites, I love Fruits Basket, of course, which is like, you know, one of the most popular ones. My personal favorite anime is Maid Sama.
Oh,
I don't know if you've heard of that one, but that one's my all-time favorite. I actually have like volume 1 of the manga. I haven't read it yet, so I watched the anime first and I loved it. Like that one's my all-time favorite. And I've watched Special A. That's another older one. And yeah, I haven't watched too much anime like yet, like after those. I am more into K-dramas right now, so that's why I haven't been watching as much anime.
Yeah, Steph loves K-dramas. Absolutely. She got me into Boys Over Flowers, the original favorite, and Romance is a Bonus Book on Netflix. Steph got me into that one. I haven't watched it all, but oh my gosh, that one is amazing. So yeah, Steph's really getting me into K-dramas. And I just put Maid Sama and Fruits Basket in the chat. Dion said, I've heard of them, but I've never watched them. I've been watching Bleach and One Piece, so I'm in the trenches. Ooh, I've heard of Bleach.
Bleach I've been wanting to check out.
That's a popular one.
And I've heard of One Piece as well.
I love that. I love how during our reading sprint we're talking about like anime and such. It's so fun. We're glad you have the same interests as us. But yeah, I definitely want to get more into these. For sure. But thanks for sharing. Thank you for engaging in the chat with us. I've never watched a K-drama, but my sister used to watch them and I would be in the room, so I think that counts. Yeah, sure.
You need to at least try one K-drama because like you really don't know what you're missing. I got into K-dramas in 2020 during quarantine. The first one I watched was Boys Over Flowers on Netflix, and oh my gosh, like
So good.
It was so good. Like I was so hooked, and it just like brought me into the K-drama world, and I've never looked back.
Yeah.
And since then, I've probably watched like 12 K-dramas. I watch them all the time.
Yeah.
I'll usually watch an episode right before bed.
Mm-hmm.
They're just so good. So like if you love Asian culture and you love like romance, even though they're not always romance, you need to like at least give one a try. And if you're interested in trying any K-dramas as a beginner, I have recommendations for you, but I would definitely say to watch Boys Over Flowers first.
Yes.
Because that was my first K-drama, and it's been recommended to me on like a K-dramas for beginner list I found several years ago, and like in the article, people specifically said to watch that one first. So I did, and I'm really glad I watched that one first because I was just like so blown away and I was obsessed with it, and it made me want to watch more K-dramas. But I have so many I can recommend, and I've actually wanted to start doing like K-drama videos on this channel. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, I would like to do reviews for each K-drama I watch and maybe like a beginner recommendations video for anyone that wants to get into them. So let me know if you'd want to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that would be a fun video idea or like a video series, but I completely agree with Steph. She got me to watch Boys Over Flowers, and I can't even explain how good it is.
Oh yeah, and
it's so good.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention too, if you like anime, which I know you do because you said you watch anime, if you would like to watch like live action versions of like a live kind of like a live action version of like a manga or like an anime, definitely get into J-dramas. It stands for Japanese dramas. Though, because I've only watched one J-drama before and it was based on a manga series, but it was so good. It definitely felt like it was like a live action version of like a manga series. So if you love anime but you would like to see like real people, like real actors, I would definitely recommend getting into J-dramas as well.
Interesting. Yeah, I know you've been getting into those for sure.
I've only watched one J-drama so far because I watch more K-dramas, but I definitely want to watch more J-dramas in the future. A lot of them are actually being adapted from manga series.
Oh, that's so cool.
I have a couple newer manga series.
I love that
I haven't read yet, but they're actually being adapted into like a J-drama series. So yeah, I would highly recommend like J-dramas as well.
That's so cool. And we have a few more comments. Yeah, I agree with Steph, but she's more of an expert than I am. Dion said her sister watched Boys Over Flowers. I remember that one. I have started a few with her, but I ended up not finishing them. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. Steph's the one who watches them more. And a lot of times, like, I would walk into the room when she's watching them and just kind of, like, sit down and start watching with her, but then I wouldn't finish it or things like that. But yeah, you need to watch Boys Over Flowers. That was, like, my first one and Steph's. And, like, Steph got me hooked on it. It is very addicting. Warning, once you start watching it, it's very hard to stop and like to not binge it. You're going to want to watch a million episodes. So don't recommend watching it before bed like we do because it's very, very hard to turn it off and go to bed. It's very addicting. We definitely recommend watching Boys Over Flowers for sure. Oh, and Dion said to do the video where you were saying with like the K-dramas and everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Thanks for sharing your feedback. So we'll make a note of that to do that for some of our upcoming video ideas. So Steph can film that for you guys.
I'd love to.
That'll probably just be a video with Steph alone because, like I said, she's the expert. I am not as familiar with like K-dramas and such. I'm like just starting to get into them because of Steph. But so thank you for saying you'd want to see that. So we'll definitely film that. So since you're subscribed, you will see that in your subscription box when it's uploaded. So stay tuned for that. We'll be uploading that very soon. So thanks for sharing your feedback on that. That is awesome. Steph's happy to film that for you.
Yes.
That would be a really fun video, and I'll even watch it after we upload it so I can learn.
Yeah, like
I'll learn from you,
Yeah, I've been wanting to do, like I said, K-drama reviews.
Yeah.
So like after I finish watching a K-drama, I can do like separate videos on each drama, kind of giving my opinion and like you know,
that's a really fun idea.
Kind of like a book review, but like for K-dramas, because I'm very passionate about K-dramas and I'm always watching them. So I would love to be able to like discuss them with people and like review them and like recommend them.
Yeah, you should. Okay, so we'll make a note. You definitely have to do that. Thank you for saying you want to see that, Dion. So we'll definitely get that film pretty soon, or start a whole series for that. And yeah, I'll watch it and learn from you because I don't know like that much about like K-dramas and such. But yeah, it'll be fun to see like you do reviews and everything.
I would also like to do it because I'm not sure. I haven't seen any personally on YouTube, but I haven't seen anyone do that before on YouTube, and I would like to do it just to like kind of like, you know, do something different on YouTube also to like maybe to help people find our channel, but also just like since it's like kind of different. Like I never see anyone do K-drama reviews on YouTube, so I thought it would be fun to do, and yeah, it can give people recommendations.
Absolutely, I think it's a great idea. So stay tuned. She'll be filming those videos soon. We'll get them up on our channel for you. So since you're subscribed, you will see it come up. Stay tuned for that. That'll be fun. I just put that in the chat. That Steph will be filming some videos like that. But yeah, feel free to leave a comment anytime on any of our videos if you have any video requests. We're always looking for new ideas, but we have our own ideas of what we like to film for this channel, but we want to film what you guys want to watch and what you are interested in. So always feel free to leave video requests in the comments section of our videos, and we will listen to you. We read and respond to every single comment on our videos because we really, really appreciate that you guys take time out of your day to watch our videos and leave a comment. So we will 100% respond to every comment you leave, and we will definitely consider your ideas for future videos. So thank you so much for being here today. We're going to wrap up. Since I can't believe it's been almost 3 hours. We're going to wrap up for this weekend, but thank you so much for being here for today's sprint. Like I mentioned, we do these almost every Saturday. And if we're not doing one, if we have something else, I know in 2 weeks we're not going to be able to do one because we're having a birthday party for our dad's birthday. But next week, next Saturday, and 1 week from today on April 8th, we should be able to do one. So check the live and the community tabs on our channel to get all the updated news about when our next sprints are going to be. So next Saturday, we will have a reading sprint here again. And next Wednesday, feel free to hop on with us during the work week on Wednesday morning and get your work done with us. We're going to do a co-working sprint. So that's what's coming up. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not already, thank you for being here again. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so we know to make more of these. And like I said, leave any requests you have down below for us. But we hope you have a wonderful, lovely weekend. Thank you again so much for being here. We appreciate your support so much. We'll see you soon in our next video. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye.